We started in Crawford, Texas on July 10th, which was my 50th birthday. And we went through the Deep South. I had to have lots of security always around me. You know, there's a lot of really wonderful people there, but I think that's Bush's base down there in the South. But they were talking, oh, we have to have a meeting to go over security in New York City. I said, I don't need security in New York City. I'm probably safer here than any place else in the entire world. These are my people. These are my people. I always came to book signings here. We're always really successful. I've done so many events here that have always been really successful. And I know that not too far from Ground Zero, this is the place that repudiates the Bush regime the most. Is that out of any place in the world, you know how incompetent, how callous, how inadequate, and how criminal the Bush regime is. So New York is my base, and I'm just really happy to be here. You all need to move across the country to San Francisco and vote for me for Congress. Or we'll just flood the San Francisco with absentee ballots. Just register there. No, we don't want to cheat on elections like they do. But you know what? I'm going to win with such a large majority they won't be able to cheat. We started this tour. I was going to come back out of my retirement in August with a trip to the Middle East. We're going to Jordan and Syria to visit refugee camps because we barely talk about the hundreds of thousands of people dead in Iraq because of the lies of the Bush regime. We never talk about the millions who have been displaced all over the Middle East, not only in Iraq, but in Jordan and Syria and Lebanon and all over, which is destabilizing the Middle East, and that's what the Bush regime wanted to do, destabilize the entire Middle East, using 9/11 and his war of terror to do so. So we're going to go, we're going to take money, we're going to take supplies, but we're going to listen to their stories and we're going to bring them back. You know, America's the first country when there's a tsunami to send aid and money. Not our government. Our government sends the lowest in proportion to our wealth out of any country. But we Americans send what we can send. There's been a tsunami named George Bush through the Middle East. And Americans need to know what our government is doing in our name. And we're going to go and we're going to say there's millions of Americans who care about what's happening to you. There's millions of Americans who care what's happening to your country and to your region. And we're going to come back and we're going to shout their stories from the rooftop. The other day, as Ann said, we were in Congress and we met with Congressman John Conyers. 47 of us were arrested when he wouldn't put impeachment back on the table. And I came out and I announced, since Nancy Pelosi wouldn't put impeachment on the table, since the Democrats won't hold George Bush accountable or Dick Cheney accountable, that I'm going to hold Nancy Pelosi accountable. And I am going to run in her district, and not only am I going to run, but I'm going to beat her in her district. 80% to 90% of San Franciscans want the troops home. 75 to 80% want George Bush and Dick Cheney impeached. So San Francisco, sister cities to New York City. But John Conyers, my heart again.
Yeah.
He broke my heart last May when he told me electing a Democratic president is more important than ending the war. And he said, even if it's Hillary. And I'm what? That she-bush who supported this war, who voted for every funding bill except the last one, and she only voted no because she knew it was already going to pass. That neocon, that Republican and Democrat crony. You know what? If you look at Giuliani and Hillary, there's no difference except in their plumbing. That's the only difference. There's very little difference between a normal Democrat and a normal Republican. And John Conyers told us, I said, so you're not going to hold these people accountable. What are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to march on the White House and arrest them ourselves?
Yeah.
We'll be slaughtered. And you know we'll be slaughtered. I said, what recourse do we have, Congressman Conyers? He said, vote the enablers out in 08. Too late. Too late for hundreds of our soldiers. Too late for thousands of Iraqis. Too late for the people of Iran who Dick Cheney is jonesing to bomb. Too late for the people of Iran who Hillary Clinton said that she would use a nuke on. It's too late. 08 is too late for humanity.
I didn't know that.
There is a bill in Congress to impeach Dick Cheney.
Yeah.
It's HRES 333. Only 15 Congress people have co-sponsored it. That tells me there's 420 enablers of the Bush regime in Congress. And we need to run against them. We need to tell them they're losing their jobs because you know what? You don't represent the corporations that line your pockets. You represent the American people. And we want to be represented finally, damn it. We want a say. When we take 1 million signatures on a petition to impeach